Hello out there. Anyway, I was in the middle of something. I really was. I didn't know how I had my hair when I was on Instagram. It looked better. Doesn't look as good. Yeah. It doesn't. They always say, why do they say take the picture down? It's where you get double chins and shit. And you look fat. It should be like that. Trevor, Eris, my mate, how are you? We've known each other for a few years now, haven't you? Do you ever ring me? No, because you're a polite gentleman. And we nearly dated once. But these other dumb fucks keep ringing me and stuffing up my internet connection. Anyway, I'm here, and I'm here to do a tarot reading with take 2 of Cindy's tarot reading. Does that look big and scary to you? I should reassure you, I'm getting thinner every day. Hello, how are you, gorgeous? Long time no chat. Anyway. Obviously that person objects to me being on live because they called me after I pointedly said, please don't call me. They call me all times of the day, Eris. Sorry, not Eric. I'm thinking of my friend Eric because I was complaining to him the other day. Anyway. Yeah, I haven't been on. I've been having a few dramas. I was homeless. I've been beaten up. I had my car stolen twice. Lots of things have been happening. I'm in court. I'm a criminal now. It's really an amazing life. You don't want to be associated with the likes of me. I'm telling you. Anyway, I'm doing this tarot reading. And it's in dedication of the creator of the Goliath tarot deck. And I think a lot of you have seen me advertise it on my Facebook, on my various pages. And it doesn't matter my personal feelings about the creator of this deck. It's an amazing deck. The artwork is just astonishing. Like, I'll show you up close when I do the tarot reading. And it likes to jump out of my hands, man. I mean, it's basically done the reading for me. It's picked 5 cards. And it's done in such a... I'm going to show you all that. Because that is just fucking fabulous. How it landed. I'm going to use those cards. It didn't matter what I did. It was jumping out of my hand. Now, if you ever look on the floor, there's a whole pile there. I need my cigarettes. I need my toes. And this bundle of tarot cards just sat there in the most intricate position that I decided, that's it. I'm using it. I'm using those fallen cards. Just like that. Because it really felt like someone pushed me out of the way and chose a lot of cards. But the thing is, I'm going to narrow it down. I might use all of them, but I might not. I'm going to keep them in the order I picked it up. So that was on top, that was on bottom. Now most people would look at the top first, but that's the bottom. Check out this artwork, guys. It's fucking awesome. Like, I'm psychedelic, I'm raw, I'm abstract. I'm not here on this planet half the time, so my art's really trippy. But this is so realistic and so beautifully depicted. Each one is hand-drawn, and I know for a fact, because I'm designing a fucking tarot deck, how hard it is to draw every individual card of a normal deck. But a deck that is like ancient could not hold its worth against this fucking deck. I couldn't even compare to it. My deck is not a tarot deck anyway. It's a storytelling deck. But with this one here, it talks about hidden strength. It talks about the way to gather what's ever inside you. You might be a cat, but inside you're a roaring lion. and you strut down the street knowing that you're confident enough to find whatever's inside you to keep going. It doesn't matter the prey, it doesn't matter the shit cunts, it doesn't matter who is there in your past. What matters is where you go today. And you're going to realize you got this shadow cat inside you, this lion, this roaring thing that's going to go in that dark forest, the unknown path, and step out a winner instead of a loser or a victim, or in my case, a very bad victim. Now this card here is also one of his extra cards that he put in his tarot deck based on the traditional decks of Rider-Waite. Now, I want to know what Goliath thinks of this card. So I'm going to ask Goliath through his book. And if anyone wants to see who Goliath is, this is Goliath. Alright? He's got better pictures of him, trust me. He created this. Just look on his side. I know, I perved. Errors. I perved at you too, but I perved at him more. I'm just telling you. This card is one of his shadow cards, and he said it's primarily a shadow deck, where most decks are done in abundance light, because that's what we need to hear, rainbows and moonbeams. But this really takes a grip into your heart, and with the inner strength of a cat. If you think of a cat, cat's cool, calm, collected, aloof, loving, very loyal, and very entertaining. They mean to be playful at times. You got to learn to balance your work-life situation and your play. You got to play more. So Goliath, you got to play more. You've been working too hard. Everything's a work for you at the moment. So I think, Goliath, you got to take that inner strength and not reverse this card, because I don't believe in reverses. I never read reverses. I incorporate it, but I don't reverse it. You've got the inner strength to fight whatever demon's haunting you. And I don't think the demon's... Please do not call me. Thank you. I'll take a photo next time and let everyone know who you are. Now, the shadow cat, I have to find it. I found it in the book. Let's see what Goliath says. You're no longer seeking other people's validation. I agree. I'm not doing that anymore either. You have a deeper inner knowing. Well, I didn't touch upon that, but it's there to say. You can probably shift into different dimensions, being that you're depicted as a cat, a familiar. Cats are also the sign of many goddesses and gods. They're the sign of the underworld. I can tell you some trippy out stories about cats. Agility, independence to go after what you seek. A primal power that has now been found. Knowing what to do next and just moving forward and getting on with it. Rising up and being great. Embracing yourself as a whole light and shadow, and owning yourself and your actions. I own myself and my actions all the time. That's why I go to court and say, yeah, I'm guilty. Becoming the most powerful force you came here to be. Now, I believe that is exactly what we all have to do. Is be a powerful force of oneness. We're all individuals. We've all got needs. We've all got wants. We've all got desires. We're all thoughtless. We're all selfish. We're all vain. We've all got a bit of devil inside us. We've all got a bit of God inside us. But in the end, we're individuals. And the only oneness that we can do is literally lighting a fire one day and saying, peace be with you, for real. Now, my parents have brought me up as a Catholic, even though I renounced it at 14. Because I think you drink the body of Christ and you eat his blood, you eat his bread. No, you don't eat his bread, you eat his body. You eat his body and you drink his blood? Oh, fuck me. That's Satanism to me. That's vampirism. Self-made. Poor Christ probably just dying up there because you keep eating him with your ritual. Because, mind over matter, projection of thought, manifestation. It all ends up in the same place. And that's the inner knowing that you need to know. And at the moment, you're all in reverse to me. You're all wondering which nipple's going to come out before my next breath is taken, rather than listening to the conversation. Anyway, that's the first card. Now, we had an array of cards. I could do a magic trick. I can see them, you can't. Number 1, to the end. See? There's a lot of cards there I've got to get through if I want to. I could pick the bottom one, but I won't. Oh, Goliath, I love you. You're so in tune to me. It's not funny. I picked the top one because the top one is where everyone normally goes. You're so bloody in tune with me, Goliath. Alright. I have to say, this is uncanny. The reason why I said you're so in tune with me, Goliath, is because today I'm designing the death card for my tarot deck. Alright? I showed you it before in take 1. Now, mine's going to be colour. We sort of got, his is a moth, mine's a butterfly. Alright? He's got a skeleton snake, and it's the death card. Does that shock you that we all got the death card with Goliath today, those that are watching? And those that are watching secretly, you secretly flirt with death because you want to die. Why? Life is so powerful. Life is so full of love. Life is so full of bliss. As other people's judgments, societal pressure, and peer group pressure that changes our ways and our bitterness and our self-hate and our obnoxious way of wanting to die. I mean, fuck. Didn't Jesus prove what we could do one day if we put our minds to it? And as I was saying, forget this oneness of one consciousness. We can become that. But first we've got to become one clean-up act and clean up our backyards before we even step into the main arena of politics and religion and war and hate, power, greed and rape, violence, bullying. That all exists. And I'm so shocked at the age group of my daughter's age. I don't want to let my daughter out of the fucking house. I'm not kidding you. She doesn't live with me. She lives quite way away from me. And I worry about her every day because I see the violence in the street. I mean, how easy is it to point a gun at someone and go, bang? Doesn't take much guts now, does it? And isn't death the one that's meant to control death? Because I guarantee you, all the murderers, rapists, pigs, shit cunts out there, there's a place for you guys in death's realm. And when you get reincarnated, which you apparently will, I'm being told, right now as I'm channeling this, you'll end up like different sort of people. Whatever you maim, whatever you take away is what's going to be taken away from you in the next lifetime. If you take away someone's finger, you can have their fingers or deformed fingers. That's the way it works. Yes, you're changed. Now Goliath, the man, the creator of this beautiful deck, well, as he said, I chose to look like this. I chose to be who I am. If you can accept who you are, faults and all, and still love someone else and welcome them into your heart, you're halfway there living, at least living life. But all you people that are worried about stupid things, like my parents, teacups, stains and incense and smoking inside or whatever it is, drugs, alcohol, you name it. I don't want to worry about alcohol. Yeah, they weren't worried about alcohol. But that's the death of my situation. I don't have to worry about that environment that I grew up in, which was so hateful and poisonistic, that I decided to change myself rather than change the world. I couldn't change the world, I'm just one person. But I sure as hell if I can change myself. And that's another representation of death. Change yourself. Transform. Metamorphose. Go in a cocoon and become something totally different. Have a different form in the sense of the clothes that you wear. Whatever you do, do not ever fail yourself. Because if you fail yourself, you're going to end up dead before you die in the realm of death. Now, death is a very important card to me because it does mean change and transformation more often than it does an actual death. But sometimes it's got a dark foreboding. And you can normally tell that because the Grim Reaper himself will represent himself to you to warn you that this person is going to die, so don't say anything or do say something. It depends on which head you want to lead on. Right now, they're happily and blissfully unaware of it. And the next minute they're aware of it, they're gone. And they're in a happier place. Or a fucking fucked up place, depending on the karma value of what you transpired before you cocooned and shed your shell. Step into the dark side. Stepping into the unknown. Because if you step into the unknown, you'll become something that is much greater than death itself. Anyway, I lost my audience. Oh, I got one back. I'm not going to pick that card. Ooh, the next card too. These cards are unbelievable. And I'm just going to show you them quickly. I'm not going to bore you to death. I'm going to come back and say they were the two most important cards I've ever gotten from this deck. For myself, and I think for Goliath as well. So, I love you guys. So, this one, the 5 of Cups. Now, 5 to me is freedom. You're free from the emotions of the peril of past. Don't let it weigh you down and give a stomach bath. I was going to say blast, but I said bath. I obviously want a bath. Now, this is a desolate card. You spilt all that emotion. You wasted all that time. Or look at it positively. Look at all the different experiences you had from meeting that relationship that you first met. Because I'm afraid to tell you, Cups are primarily about emotions and relationships. So, I mean, that's all there is. Is your cup half empty or full? This one looks like he's kicked it over in anger. Or maybe he's trying to feed the cracked earth or the water that he saved up for himself. Or maybe his tears are drying, are pouring down and going to refill the riverbed. Who knows? But it's a very desolate way of being when you shut off all your feelings and feel like you're dead inside. Because you're not allowed to feel what you want to feel. You're told what to feel out there. You're told by television. I have not watched television in a very long time. Very long time. I watch reality-based shows, but not television. I'm getting into Netflix a bit, but I cancelled my subscription. I've got too much work to do. But, like, balance those emotions. Don't think of past. Don't take your baggage into a new relationship. Work out what it is they had a message about. Everyone grows apart. Whoever dogged you enough to make you cry those tears or dry up your tears so you can never cry again, because there's two opposites of being upset. I know I can never cry again. And I've not been able to cry for a long time. And if I do, it's a 5-second thing over things like having no cigarettes because I'm stressed. You know? So with this one, there's one cup standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry. I'm a jag. Anyway, this cup is not being bowled over by hate, anarchy, or power, or rape. You have not raped society enough with your thoughts of murder, pillage, and disgusting other things that you don't appreciate. Let love into it. You know, every time you have sex with someone, you give part of your soul to them. How do you know you're going to give a good part of your soul to them? If you force it upon them or whatnot. So don't look at past. I'm going to do the same thing. Goliath, don't look at past. And not only don't look at past, look what's underneath past. Look where you've come. Look at what you have achieved with every emotion that you've ever felt. You felt despair, you felt depression, but have you ever felt total happiness? Look at what you've got now. I know I've got everything I need right now to keep on creating, so I'm happy. I'm getting jittery. I've got my space. I've got what I wanted. Now I can get busy, if you know what I mean. But inside I haven't got love. Love! Sorry, it's an old personal joke between me and a friend. And that's the problem. See, that word, the way I said love, is the way my mother would say it to my dad. And it irritated me to the point that I hated love. I would ignore love. I couldn't see love if it was like hitting me right in the head. And then I fell in love. And it was all around me. But yeah, it didn't work out. So does that mean I'm bitter or going to lock myself in my bedroom for the rest of my life? No. But what my parents unwittingly did to me, or wittingly willingly did to me, with full conscious reckoning, well, that's going to take a long time to heal. That's the cup that's still standing, that's empty, emotionless, and aloof. And that's where I get to say, but look at my strengths I've gained from it. Look how I approach things compared to you, or you, or you, or my parents. Parents are there for a reason to learn from. Learn not what to be or learn what you want to be. Doesn't mean because your parent does something you don't approve of or society doesn't approve of, you have the right to judge them. A mother is the creator of all you individuals that have feet and legs and walk and talk. The father is the gatherer. He wants to protect. He doesn't quite understand that when we create something from him and our love or my love, it's something different than having sex in the back seat of a fucking car going, yeah! That's that soul exchange. So, for all you out there, I'm not looking for a boyfriend or a husband or anything, so don't ask me. Just be my friend. And we'll get along fine. Anyway, that's the third card. Is it? Yep. Go on for hours, couldn't I? Then you got the karmatic soul tribe. Then you got karmatic release. And then you got the King of Pentacles is you, Goliath. You've got your steed right on there. You're the tiger in the jungle. You're moving up the realms. Now you got to say, is that deal? Dun, dun, dun. Good or not? I say not. You can do better than that. I can ask the pendulum. That's your answer. Not, no. Don't do it. Temperance. Have patience. That's what you've got to do. It might be a quick fix, but it's not going to solve the problem down the line. There's too many ironic, too good to be trues with that deal to be true. That's all I'm going to say. And meditate on it. Cleanse your area. Cleanse your space. And don't forget to bless yourself every now and then. Well, Goliath, I think that's it. And to all my audience, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you for listening. Bye. That's the end of the reading. I've got more to say. Maybe I'll do another live show another day. Bye-bye. Bye.